Hey everybody, NovelistCrim here, and welcome to Writing Company and Motivation. This is a stream hosted by the Crimsdale writing community, a community full of writers, editors, artists, and a bunch of other wonderful folk like yourselves. Essentially what this is, it's an accountability stream where we get together and we do some writing. I apologize, because I guess that the stream was like cut short. I was having a little bit of technical difficulties prior to it, but we're back and things are a little bit fixed now. It's weird how things kind of fell apart. Luckily, I didn't really talk about anything. I was just kind of like writing the journal entry as we usually do. So I guess we'll just kind of like speed run the usual content of what we talk about, and then like kind of dive back into like what's going on. So for starters, let's see here. Yeah, we usually like to start off these streams with like a journal entry. The journal entry is basically meant to like capture whatever is going on in my head. We also like to do like writing discussions based on like some of the stuff that any type of writing challenges or things that I've been like going through, or things that I've accomplished in terms of figuring out things. We talk about it, and we also open the floor to like questions for like basically the first half of the stream. We kind of just sit there and discuss. Eventually, we're gonna probably like be putting this stuff on YouTube, so you can certainly what do you call it? You can certainly catch that on our archive there on YouTube, and you'll be able to like see some of the advice slash discussions that we hold. To answer your question, Justin, we did start on time, but there was like a technical difficulty, and because I was focused on like doing my writing thing, completely didn't see it, that it was like cut off. So yeah, luckily nothing really happened. So like the only thing I was doing was just like writing the journal. So I guess we're about 14 minutes in, nothing really exciting. In terms of like no wisdom loss, no things, but it's all good. So let me see here. I'm gonna finish up this journal entry because I was like writing some stuff. So we can have a little bit of a discussion here about the what we wrote in terms of the journal. After I take a sip of tea, which is probably going to be super hot. Actually, it's kind of just right. Damn. Oh my god, it just like kind of warms you up. Feels really good. Okay, so let's have a discussion. So and for those of you who like weren't reading the journal entry, essentially here's the content of what's going on. So if you guys didn't know, my ADHD medication was on back order, so I wasn't able to like get any get any of the management that I require in order to function at work. And I finally got it this morning, and I had to like literally just leave work because it was so bad that I had to like go leave work, get the medication, then come back, and then like take it. And then once I did, boy, I was flying through work. It was a lot of pressure, gun to my head type of situation, but we managed to pull through, and we still got the work done. And we also hit the deadline today, which was a long time coming, but I'm happy that we got that thing out of the way. And also I've been able to like kind of have a little bit more clarity and focus when I'm trying to like talk about what we need to do here. Now, aside from that, I think today was an interesting day because it kind of started off like a little bit rocky. It certainly, let's see, the words, yeah, I would say it works in about like 10 to 15 minutes, maybe 20. And then you're just kind of like up and running, So it's definitely worth it, for sure. So like, it's such a night and day difference. Like even one of my friends was like in what's it called? He was in a call with me like while we were while I was working and such, and he noticed that like I was just like fucking hammering out work, no problem, and it's mostly because I was able to finally focus. Let's see here. So today kind of like started off like a little bit rocky in terms of like, not having the pills, but then, things got a little bit better. I was able to like manage the ADHD, and, we kind of just got all the deadlines done, all the good stuff done. And I decided to kind of like follow up the day with doing some like, what do you call it? I did some exercise, which was pretty good. Like I was able to like walk around for about, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes. Just going around the loop, getting some sunlight, and it felt great. You see like the beautiful blue skies, the light fluffy clouds. It really just, I don't know, felt great to just live in your body for a moment, to move. I find that like a weird thing happens like, somewhere around like the 2-3 mile mark when you're like moving and grooving. I didn't reach that today, by the way. If you're doing math, I'm not that fast. But like, I find that like if you go about like 2 or 3 miles, it's like there's this weird like, I don't know, zen state that you reach. It feels great. But it feels good to like, move your body. Aside from that, one of the things that I did come back home to though, like I felt good about like what we've accomplished. Like we got work done, we've got exercise done, and I'm sitting here like deciding to hang out with my buddy and play some video games, and it was pretty great. Like we're enjoying the shit out of like the progress that we're doing. We're working together, and it was like such a chill time, lots of fun, and I felt awesome. But one of the things that I noticed, strangely enough, is that like while we're going through this this process of trying to enjoy the game and hang out, I got this weird feeling, and I don't know if you guys like get this feeling too, but it does happen, I'd say, more frequently than I'd like. And that's kind of like the feeling of like incompleteness, like kind of like when you enjoy something and it's a really good time and you're happy about it, and then you just start to think, yeah, but I'm looking outside and I'm thinking, man, I should be outside in that good weather. How come I'm not having like a party or have any plans with friends or doing anything like, that would take up my time and such, like, and then you start to get to like a little bummed out and sad over the stuff that you don't have, And I think that's like, it's such a negative thing to do to yourself, You're just sitting there and you're like, you had a great time. You have like, there's no reason to be upset. Like, it's fine. But I think there's something like innate about human beings that like, we always have this like constant desire for more, you want more and more, and try to like go for the next big thing over and over again. It's killer. It kind of bums you out. But I think like, in general, reminding yourself that you gotta like appreciate the things that you do have, and just kind of take it day by day. I feel like when you think about those things, the things that you don't have, it's such a lack mindset, because you take yourself out of this like wonderful moment and you're not present in the with your friends and all the cool stuff that you have. You're not present in that. You're out living in the future, and it's like, why? You're here. So just think of all the good things you have. You have good health, for the most part. You have good people that you can talk to every day. Your parents are still around, family's there, and but yeah, there's definitely that weird feeling of like wanting more and wanting to find some sort of like freedom, or I don't know, really, it's just a way out. You get kind of nervous and worried a little bit because like you don't know where life is leading, really. And I think that's one of the other bits of anxiety that you get. But I think scaling it back, taking it day by day, scene by scene, if you will. I don't know about you, but in terms of writing, like I'm definitely a A to Z type of guy. Like I can't bring myself to like write a scene in the future. I know you can, but I don't. I'd rather like go in a linear fashion, and I think that's probably one of the things that life should be like too. Kind of just like chill, live in the moment. So let's talk about let's switch over to the topics to writing. Let's see here. So, in terms of writing, what are we doing for writing? It's kind of hard to really say that I can give you guys advice or like any new type of revelations about like the writing, because I've been stuck on this like chapter for a little while. Things have been kind of going back and forth a little bit, and it's mostly because of like weird life things that keep getting in the way. Either like I don't have the medicine to focus, or like I was sick for those 2 days, and I had to go to a party on that day, and it's like there's so many random little things that happened in the past couple weeks that just like kind of threw the mojo off for this book, or for this chapter in particular. I should have had it done like maybe like a week ago, but well, here we are. Lagging behind. I think it's frustrating for sure, but trying to keep positive, and hopefully that this problem will go away. All the other chapters have passed before it, and this too shall pass as well. So just having some confidence that you'll be able to solve this problem, and just kind of like go in with like a playful heart. It's probably the best way to do it. You may not know the answer immediately, especially when you're diving in, but you'll find it. It always comes. It always comes. I think let's see here. I think things have gotten a little bit weird because I've been cutting down a lot on like the scene. There's like a lot of content that I wanted to like shove in there, but then I kind of realized that like it doesn't belong. So one of the things that I decided to do was just basically kind of skip it down, remove the parts that are not necessary towards the story, and then just like get it rolling, get it moving. And because of that, we sort of pivoted the story, and now we're having like I guess a different path, and I don't know what's happening, but it's exciting, and I guess that's why we're here, to figure it out. I also had a discussion with another friend of mine. Before I get into that, I'll check out Justin's message here. It says, "I miss having friends. I had one close IRL friend, but they moved an hour away. That is far away when you can't drive and have to inconvenience other for transportation. Plus, he started online college during the pandemic, so he is busy." Oh man, have you been able to like hang out with him through like I don't know, like Minecraft or any other games? Maybe even Discord. I think like a great majority of my friends nowadays are like online, pretty much. I have almost next to no friends in person. And let's see. I think sometimes, but he doesn't play online games. Rough. Yeah, that tends to happen. Like people sometimes drift, But at least it seems like you guys are still like hanging on there, which is good. Aside from that, let's see what else we got going on here. One of the things that I discussed with my friends in terms of like writing is flow. So I think flow is one of the most weird abstract things for like for writing, and this is kind of like just a general idea that like in short, I'll spare you the trouble. In short, there's no real way that I can tell you about flow. And I'll tell you why. It's because it's like you can do things like in terms of flow, like grammatically, and things will like make sense. But for me, I understand flow in a weird and different way. Like to me, like writing is kind of like music, like it's almost like when you read the text out loud, you can feel when a certain beat or a certain thing needs to be said, or like a certain like there's like a certain amount of syllables that need to be here, or that that fell flat or something like that. You can almost hear it. So it's like when you get that emotion and that feeling at the same time while you're writing, that's the way I do it. Like I use I do a lot of sounding with my writing. I think that's why like reading it out loud is like one of the most critical portions of writing for me. Like I have to do it. Tricky business. But it's something that like I think with writing though, it's the flow seems to be so different for everybody, right? Like you know, I can read my story like one way, but then another person reads it like another way. And I noticed that like when you're working together with other people and they're doing like writing, they have like this certain you know, like a narrative flow that's just completely different. Like some, you know, one person could do something that they're very, very proud of and they love it. And they're like, ah, yes, this is great and intelligent and blustering. And it's like, and I think it's like, you know, I could think that it's like very wordy or like, you know, very rigid or something like that. But when he reads it, it's fine. When I read it, I just stumble and trip. So it's like, it's such a weird thing to do. I think that's like one of the whole things that kind of like, you know, revolves around the concept of voice. How each person almost like has their own like way of reading and their way of speaking. It's so cool to see that there's so many different versions of it. But that's just like something that like an observation that like me and my buddies kind of like noticed. Like, you know, for me, writing is music, and for other people, it could be something else. I just wish that it wasn't so like, you know, like a factor of je ne sais quoi, you know what I mean? Like that weird mystery chemical X that's floating around. Because like sometimes it could feel like either you got it or you don't, which, you know, I don't like that type of feeling. I feel like, you know, anybody should be able to like, you know, do writing and, you know, be successful at it. But like that's one of the things that like I've always had like a trouble like trying to capture in a bottle. Like how do you capture your own words like in a bottle? Or like how do you I think it just really depends on person to person, right? Like that's the whole point of the voice. Weird but fun. So I think that knowing that, don't get discouraged when you like come across your own like you know, your own flow in writing, because sometimes it's like you'll be writing some stuff and you'll kind of like recognize that it doesn't sound like someone else's, or it's not as detailed as someone else's. But if it's like, you know, a flow that works for you, ain't no shame in it, you know. I think that's like part of the wonders of like being a writer, is that you in a way kind of get to discover who you are through the written word, which is neat. Kind of discover like, you know, how you flow. How's it going, Shad? It's good to see you, man. Long time no see. And that pretty much is my whole like spiel on I guess narrative voice. Let's see here. Sanderson talks about flow with three P's: the promise, progression, and payoff. Yes. That's for the narrative flow. Yeah, agreed. I agree with that. Totally. I think that that's certainly an important factor to have in a story, like promises, progression, and payoffs, for sure. For sure. In that case, search for repetitions. Yeah, I think that there's certain things that like that's a really fair point there, Justin. If I could give like a piece of advice in terms of like flow, you definitely want to avoid repetition. Again, there's like a couple of things that you can do that are just basically like you know, the blanket do's and don'ts, but like definitely avoid repetition unless you have like some kind of like story point to it, which is kind of like funny. Like again, when you come with writing, it's like you know, you know the rules before you break them, essentially, right? So like you want to avoid repetition unless it's like unless you're trying to set up like a driving rhythm or a beat, like or you're trying to like rhythmically drive something home, like, you know, he wanted to do this, he wanted to do that, but then, you know, like that type of thing. You're trying to build up towards something, so it's like, yeah. There's also like I have a pet peeve personally of having like words that are too close to each other. And what I mean by that is like words of an identical nature. Like if you were to say something, if you were to say the word, a particular word too close in proximity to another one, like, you say it in the line right after, and it's describing like the same thing, it gets, to me, that's just like a pet peeve. It just doesn't feel good. Like, the flame did this, the flame did that, the flame did this, and it's like, the flame, the inferno, the fire, use different words. Mix it up a little bit. So, let's see here. My campaign, so you're becoming a VTuber. Nice. That's good. Let's see here. My campaign just ended, so I'm taking a backseat and just playing for the next one. Nice, nice. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of D&D myself. Been doing DMing, and I'm kind of very excited to like let go of the reins and then just like become a player for a long while before I finish up, or like at least start making a homebrew. Let's see here. But with my campaign over, I might get a chance to really write. Yes. And I got some new ADHD meds that make me not a zombie. Nice. Which ones? That's good. I use Adderall myself, so I feel pretty good about that so far. But yeah, ADHD medicines really do help. If if your ADHD is like severe enough, and if you have the medicine that kind of like helps you manage that, it certainly does. Well, Burton, I haven't heard of that one yet, but I've certainly had some trouble the past couple days because I've been off my meds, and it's just been brutal, absolutely brutal, dude. But I finally got some and been able to like successfully just kind of power through work, and I feel great. Thank God. Because I'm sitting here like stressing, like fuck, like I need to get things done. It needs to be clarified. There are two means of the flow. Flow can be the sound if you're writing in voice, but flow can also be the state of uninhibited writing. Yeah, I mean, there's like that's kind of like the nature of the English language, though. Like, there's so many words for flow, and there's also like I think as you mentioned before, like the promise, progression, and payoff. When you're talking about flow, I think that's more. I don't know if that's like really flow. I think that's more of like a I guess narrative devices. And maybe pacing. I think that's like the funny thing, like, with English too. It's like, it makes sense so long as it makes sense. Like, it doesn't, the words don't really matter, or the letter of the words don't really matter so long as the meaning gets across. At that point, yeah. Silly. Let's see here. Most meds in the past caused me to have no appetite and lose sleep. Yes, I feel that. I've been having no appetite and loss of sleep, for sure. These, they say, have a gentler hand and guiding focus. Yes. That's awesome, dude. I'm glad for you. Yeah, the ADHD is a real pain in the butt. I can say that with some experience. A couple days ago, I was like, running off the walls, basically, dude. Like, it was so hard for me to like get any type of like anything done. It's terrible. And it's the worst part too. It's like the ADD gets like severely worse when you just don't give a shit about like what you're trying to do, and you recognize that like work is important. You recognize the things that you must do, but it's just it's like the best way I described it to somebody the other day, because I was complaining about ADHD, or just like when you're having that slump of like trying to focus, the best way to describe it is like you picture yourself trying to like you're reading a thick book that is filled with legal jargon, and you are expected to read, comprehend, and be tested on it when you finish, right? And then you have somebody who's sitting there paid to watch you do this, and while this is happening, you have a nice pool next to you, and your friends are having a cookout, and it's a beautiful sunny day, and you're outside enjoying the fresh air while you have this fucking book that you gotta read. That's what it feels like. Can you imagine the anxiety of trying to convince yourself to just sit there and read every goddamn line of text? You couldn't focus. It's the same thing. It's like, it's so difficult to like mount the goddamn energy to just do it. And that's what it feels like, just trying to do normal functioning tasks, and it's so irritating because it's like, you know, you can do it if you just fucking pushed, but now it's like, yeah. I totally agree with you. Now that I have like a desk job, like I really want to like you know, be focused in the zone, and I think that the meds help you become extremely successful at that. So I'm huge into that for sure. It's worth it. I definitely don't like you know, some of the side effects. Like sometimes it could like cause anxiety. It could cause like a little bit of I guess like, you know, overthinking or depression, maybe like a zombie-esque sort of state, which kind of sucks, especially if there's like a crash later. But yeah, I think for the most part, like for keeping a job, the benefits do outweigh the negatives, but I'm hoping that I can get to a point at some day where I can just basically not need the drugs, because like I'd be living my dream of like writing every day and producing content and being profitable while doing it. That's the hope, and that's what we're trying to focus on, if we can, which I think we can. We'll get there. Hey, how's it going? I'm painting, but I wanted to sneak in anyways for accountability purposes. What is good? How's it going, Kay? Welcome. Yeah, we were just having a discussion about writing and ADHD and a bunch of other shit. Like, I guess like the feelings of trying to, what do you call it? Trying to stay like thankful and happy with what you have, rather than like getting pissed about like, you know, what you don't have. You know what I mean? I'm tired of this painting, but I want to finish it. Yeah, I feel that. It's funny when that happens. Like, you know, really does like bring the whole concept of labor of love into perspective. Yeah, that's a rough cycle. Back to gratitude. Yeah, no, I feel that. Yeah, it's rough. But aside from that, like, how you been, dude? How's work? How's life? You chilling? It's easier to reframe situations as you practice it, right? Yeah, I think one of the things that we're kind of doing here, in terms of like, you know, new stream type of content, is that I've been trying to like, for the first half of the stream, I like to like, you know, write the journal entry and then kind of like discuss any thoughts that I'm having, and also anything like in terms of like writing challenges that I've faced or accomplished. We'll be able to like kind of just like discuss and you know, kind of open the floor to some questions or thoughts about like how things are going, you know. And I think it's kind of like a good way to like you know, it's like, yeah, not only like clear your head, but I guess like come to an intelligent terms of like understanding the human condition, I guess. I don't know. Something like that. I think it's a good way to like kind of just like get your writing mojo going down. Learning from the artist's way. Oh, what's that? Morning pages. I guess that's like more of like an evening pages for me. Well, nightly pages, yes. really does like help cleanse your brain. I was also going to be putting up some of these videos on YouTube, like at least like a highlight video of like any interesting discussions that we've had, or any type of I don't know, like wisdom, if you can call it that, you know, pops up. We'll put it up on YouTube and, you know, kind of like have a little place where we can chat, hang. My old writing teacher used to say, wake up and write at 3 a.m. No one in the house will notice you sneaking away, and private writing time. Awesome. Oh yeah. She had many kids. That's awesome. One time we made a direct eye contact. Oh, that's awesome. You know, when I was there's all sorts of like lessons you learn from like different teachers, and sometimes you kind of get surprised at like, you know, what kind of lessons you actually like retain. I think my favorite lessons from like, you know, college were basically like, if you're going to fail, fail boldly, you know, make mistakes, learn something. And that's a good one. Then there's also a what do you call it? If you make a mistake, do it 3 more times and call it a style. That was a good one. Some really great ones. It's funny, those little tidbits of lessons and shit that stick with you. Five a.m. is the earliest I can get up. Pumpkin by 2. Nice. I'm definitely a night person. Like, I definitely like the night a lot better. More awake and lively during that time. I don't know how people can get up like super early and just be like, you know, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. It's crazy. I do like the I think one thing I do appreciate about the morning is the smell of it. Not particularly the cold of it, but the smell of it. It smells nice. I don't know what it is, but it smells earthy, fresh, clean. You know, you just step outside and you're like, ah, yes, the clean morning dew. Life is so wonderful in morning. Good old morning stank. Yes. Honestly, a little wake and bake. I don't know what it is, but like, oh, it's called. I kind of haven't like smoked in a long while because it's like whenever I do, it just feels like so much paranoia, you know. So I tend to avoid it at this point. Not that I would say no to it, but it's just like, God, God damn, that's a fucking full morning there, Jesus. That's true. Sometimes happens. I find that Sakia kicks my ass in a way that I don't like it. Yeah. Yeah. As you learn your age, your biochemistry changes. Yeah. I don't know what the hell is going on. Like, you know, I definitely noticed that the biochemistry has certainly changed on my end. I don't know if it's because of, like, you know, poor dieting or, like, you know, poor everything, dude. Like, you know, it seems like we were so indestructible when we were younger, and now it's just like, what the fuck, you know? And what happened? Yeesh. Yeesh. Sorry, oh my god. I despise olives. Olives are fucking evil. I hate them. I hate them so much. You can have like a nice drink and then you put an olive in it and it's ruined. Anything is ruined with an olive. It's like taking something that's wonderful and then just taking a nice shit on it. It's so bad. And it's like, for me, it's such a punch your face flavor, right? Like, you just eat it and it's like, oh, hello. It seems like you've hit the landmine that is the olive. Now you can only experience nothing but me. Screw all the other flavors you've just experienced. It's just me, baby. The olive. And it's just like, which is weird because I really like kippers. And I'm pretty sure that's a tiny olive, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. Let me check. Our capers olives. Olives are small but powerful. Yeah, no. Honestly, dude. Capers are immature flower buds from the blah 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 caper plant. They grow all over the Mediterranean just like olives. I do like capers though. Those are fun. I guess they are close relatives, but I don't know. Blah. Olives. Gotta roll a fresh J painting though. Let me get on that. Set my timer for focus. Hell yeah. Yeah, we got chill music coming on today. Let's see. Yeah, olives are friggin' sinister. I dislike the hell out of them. It's funny because like I can eat a lot of foods. There are very few foods where I'm like, ah, no way. I think, but like definitely olive hits the motherfucking top for me. It's like kryptonite. Hey, Tal, how's it going? It's good to see you. What you up to, dude? How you been? How goes the writing? It's going all right. I haven't really done much progress just yet. We usually do like half the stream these days, just having like discussions about, I guess, like writing or, you know, whatever's on my mind at the time. And I think it's, I don't know, I think it's changed the content to be kind of nice. It's not bad. So right now I'm just kind of poking at this scene here. I want to leave it though. I really want to get past the scene. It's killing me. Did some creative work yesterday and the day before. Feeling good just for having written. Nice. Even though it needs work. That's fair. Yeah, I'm certainly on that, I guess on that run of trying to get something nice and sensible? Like it makes sense? Legible? Lord. I was watching earlier when you were doing the journal. That is what place, so I lurked. Ah, no worries. I still appreciate the visit though. It's fun. So how's everything else going on your end? Are you finding that you're having more time to like kind of be more creative, or is work piling up? Like, what's the sitch? How you doing? Oof. I took it away. I can't even change it. You shut it down, James. I think so. Okay. But I have 5 manuscripts on my desk, or 4. Either way, it's out of hand, and I am already a month behind. Rough, dude, rough. It must be hard too, since you're like, you know, being a parent and, you know, trying to take care of your own like survival needs and such, and trying to like handle all this like job work and everything. It's crazy. You've never been behind before? Oh my god. Welcome to my element. I try not to be though. I would love to be like more ahead of the schedule. I was really proud of myself since I was like, you know, hitting like deadlines and shit, and then like, you know, a couple days ago, well, there's a couple of random occurrences that kind of just smashed into my freaking week, and I'm just like a week behind schedule right now, and I'm just super pissed about it. Like, fuck. I want this chapter to be over, dude. Only one way to do it though, is to sit here and figure it out. It's a combination of COVID, depression, burnout. I'm fine now. And gastro. Taking 3 weeks to go through the house. Yeah, for me, it's like, you know, I had like family events going on. You know, family was visiting from like Puerto Rico, so, you know, I wanted to spend time with them. Next, I was like brutally sick for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 days, which really sucked. Didn't get anything done. Again, so between the sickness, the family time, and also lacking medication for ADD, really rough. Completely like ruined any type of progress that I would have. So like I just got screwed 6 ways to Sunday, and like I missed like a ton of deadlines. The writers group didn't even fucking meet. That's all. Did I get the? Yeah, I got the medication this morning, and I popped it immediately, and I did well at work, thank God. Because like, holy shit, I needed it, dude. And I got the work done, like literally at the last fucking minute. Like we saved my life right there. That was worth it. Worth it. But yeah, it's been crazy. Aside from that, though, I've been trying to like figure out this scene here and try to push past it if I can. I really want to get like out of this fucking prison scene, and I think I have like an internal dread knowing that like, you know, this, you know, they spend about like roughly 2, 3, maybe even 4 chapters inside of this prison, not in a particularly in a prison cell per se, but they're just kind of like running around in this zone, and it's like fuck, I want to move on to something else, which is not a good feeling to have. I don't know if it's because I've been working on this chapter for 3 weeks, or if it's because like, you know, the pace is slow. I think that after a certain point you kind of just get like, you know, confused as to whether or not is it me or is it the work. Like, I don't know. You kind of just get too close to it and you're like, shit. But like reading over the stuff, it seems like the stuff kind of like moves by pretty quickly, you know? Hey, pizza! It's awesome. I love pizza. It says meds can really change everything. Speaking of which, I should get my morning meds. I have an earbud I can hear, but AFK for a sec. Yeah, no problem. Yep, I feel that. Welcome back. That was quick. Thinking of ordering pizza. Guys, you're making me want pizza. And I shouldn't have pizza. Meds taken, thanks for the reminder. No worries. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, cheesy. Good stuff. Pizza is okay every now and again. Yeah, but I haven't eaten it too much. Gonna end up fat. gotta you know, push down the weight if I can. Let's see here. I think so. The glass. Can't open it without the program. Actually, I don't need it. Do you almost? Get it. Deep dish. Ooh. I wonder what Australian pizza's like. I went to Italy and had some pizza, and I was not impressed. Which is very disappointing, because I thought it was gonna be like the fucking, you know, the tits over in Italy. I thought it was gonna be like, the best pizza ever! But no. I don't know if it was because I was in like a touristy area, or if there was something, but I was a little blown away. There, because that's breakfast food. Yeah. Good thing I just ate that pizza does sound pretty good. Anybody have a favorite pizza? I like evil pizza. And by evil, I mean Hawaiian. I'm really into Hawaiian pizza. I love it. Even though people fucking loathe you for it. Can't help it. I don't know. I just love that shit. It's baller. Yes. That's right. Pineapple pizza! Yeah, it's awesome. I love pineapple pizza. It's my favorite. Hell yeah. I also like some of the weirder stuff. They got like the well, not weirder, but like, you know, kind of like meat lovers, like a cheeseburger pizza, some bacon and like pieces of beef. Awesome. Chicken Alfredo. Oh, they have a chicken bacon ranch one that's like fucking lit in Domino's. I love that. Really good. Super creamy. They got I like seafood pizza. Seafood isn't that bad. It's pretty baller. Like they have like the little scallops on top of it instead of like pepperoni. It's pretty good. I think they have like a white sauce instead of a red sauce. Yeah, they have a seafood pizza. It's actually pretty good. No knock it. Coffee eats that. Effing gross. Now here's a crazy pizza. Actually, let me look it up because like we have one in our state that like is the fucking weird pizza, and Kay might know this one. What was that? There's a place in our area called Worcester Street Pizza, and they have you know, different types of like you know pizzas, obviously. And let me check here because there's a really fucking weird pizza. Let's see, pizza. Where is it? Let's see, specialty pizzas. Okay, so here it goes. This one's called the it's called the Skippy's Dare Pizza, and it's a Big E favorite, but it is a white pie with provolone cheese, peanut butter, bacon. Ah, what the fucking deal? Holy shit. Yeah. It's definitely a big fuck you, you know? How's it going, Impasta? Good to see you, buddy. We should get it? Yeah, no, we should try it, dude. That'd be funny as fuck. I'll fuck it up. You know, I think I tried it at one point and it wasn't that bad. It was like, you know, it was okay. They got some crazy shit over here. Actually, if you ever try the wings at Worcester Street Pizza, I swear to God, dude, they are fucking bomb. Like, I don't know what it is, but they just like, they're, you know, I've never experienced a wing. Like, every time I've had wings in my life, it's always been like, you know, kind of like a soft, bready outside, but they have mastered the art of crisping the outside with the perfect flavor of like barbecue. Holy balls. It is so good. Like, damn. Let's see. Just waiting for Crim to accept my hand knowledge. Yes. So, how's the computer running, by the way, dude? Everything good? Let's see here. Now, see, if I say yes, then I wouldn't have the pleasure of hearing you ask. I stole that line. That was from Zion Rakan. I can't take credit for that. The let's see here. There's also I think what do you call it? There's that one place, Kay. I don't know if you've been there. Cosmic Omelet. Let's see here. They got some fucking weird stuff. Let me check out the menu. Dude, I love that place. It's great. Let's see here. Let me check the menu. Dude, I got the menu. Launch the menu. Let's see. Trying to find that one weird they have like a really weird food choice. I'm trying to find it. So that's the reason they have no food outside. No outside food allowed. Wow. Comp is running great. No leaks. And now I have the old one running. Streaming service. Ooh, nice. We will see yesterday to figure out how to do a dual system. Wow! That's freaking awesome, dude. I like how you're just like sitting there, like slowly building up the your empire, or I don't know what the hell you're doing. To be honest, I think it's like, you know, by the end of the next 10 years, you probably have like a fucking spaceship surrounded by like 50 computers or some shit. I'm trying to find that weird. I feel like somebody, like, I don't know if it was Cosmic Omelet or somewhere else, but like I remember that, like, somebody was suggesting like a Homer Simpson burger, which was like fucking weird. Homer Simpson burger. Let me see. Suitor. Somebody had that. It was like disgusting. But I can't remember what it was, but it was like a burger with like donuts. It was like nasty. It's like, holy shit. So currently I have OBS on both PCs. OBS on my game system captures the image. It's a sound stream. It captures its own OBS. Damn. Sounds complex. It's gotta be complex. Yeah. Now you have Streamception. Oh my god. That is disgusting. Holy shit. I could just picture the... Oh, it has like fucking hot dogs on it too. Dude. Bacon hot dog patty in between two donuts. Like strawberry frosting sprinkled donuts. What the fuck? Oh my god, that's gonna give you like the worst shit. God damn, dude. Like, that is awful. That is literally like a grenade for your digestive system. It's just, ugh. No. That. Have you ever seen the Garfield restaurant? No. What's it about? I would assume it's Garfield related in some way. Tell me how you make... I haven't really tried Texas toast. Tell me how you make French toast. Because I want to know, like, how you do it. Like, do you put the sugar and cinnamon inside the eggy batter? Or do you, like, you know, put the, you know, you dip it in the egg first and then put the cinnamon sugar on top and then fry it? Like, how do you do it? Dip in the eggs, then cook, yeah. But do you put the cinnamon and sugar inside the friggin', inside the eggs, or no? Because I tried it two ways, and I think, like, you know, if you want a softer experience with the, what's it called? French toast, cinnamon sugar inside the, beaten eggs with milk mixture. And then you just, like, you know, fry it. Or you could put, you know, the beaten eggs with milk, and then you sprinkle it with the, what do you call it? You sprinkle it with the, cinnamon sugar on top, because, like, if it's drier on the top and you create a crust, you get, like, a crispy sort of, like, experience, because you caramelize the dry, sugar and cinnamon. So it becomes almost like a hardened, crispy shell, which is not too bad. Depends on how you like it. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Honestly, I add to the batter, but it's better to put the cinnamon after. I slap it in batter, just slap it in batter. That's awesome. I hate sending emails. It's like one of my fucking fears in life, just sending an email. Because, like, I sit there and I overanalyze and I overthink and I just, like, read something, like, you know, 1 billion times before I could send it. And then even then, when you send it, you still have that, like, after sending anxiety of, like, fuck, did I forget anything? Shit, I feel like I did. Oh, and then that just sits in your mind forever. And then you hope to God that nobody says anything and you're like, fuck, fuck. fuck shit. Like, it's the worst. But you do get that, like, you know, yes, nothing back. Feels good. For me, it's spelling mistakes. Terrified of making any? Yes. I can see how that's like huge, like weight as an editor, because you want to look like you know what you're doing. And it's like, oh god. Yeah. I notice that like a lot of people like hold you to a deeper standard. You know, if you go around calling yourself a novelist, right? And you're just like sitting there in texts, you know, people are like, ho ho, you made a spelling error and stuff. And to that I just simply answer, well, that's because I saved the good writing for the novel. Oh lord. Lowit. There's also, it's like, who wants to like, stay super rigid and stiff the entire time? It's okay to make mistakes. I mean, it's just texting. You're just talking. As long as you get the point across, you know, it doesn't have to be a work of art. So, you gonna steal that saying? Good on you, buddy. Good on you. I maintain that I'm coin operated. Oh my god, that is clever. That is beautiful. I like that. My subscription to Perfect Grammar has ended. I don't get paid. Paid to edit my own stuff. So chat, I can like and shit, I can face roll. Yeah, honestly, I kind of feel the same way too. It's just like, you know, I save the good, like, you know, hard effort toward like the novel, and like I'm not gonna sit here like I'm not trying to impress you, you know. Like, we're just people, and we're all just trying to like get by and just do what we can do. So I have no problem with like, you know, just being human and fucking up with texts, because, I mean, yeah, you know, we're human. Who cares? I find it's like relatable anyways, you know, that, yeah, casual communication has different rules too. Yeah, it's kind of funny how they actually do have like different rules. Like if you're more serious, or if you're like, you know, upset, like, you know, don't you love that? Like the concept that like, you know, you don't use any periods or grammar if you're happy or, you know, just chilling. But if you're upset or trying to drive a point home, all of a sudden the periods whip out. Oh boy. And then your grammar gets more and more precise. Very threatening. You can tell I'm serious by the... Yeah, this is silly. It's almost like a quiet threat of, don't whip out my... This is like, don't make me whip out my grammar. Why? Yes. Extremely accurate. Like the writing Hulk. Oh my god. That'd be fucking hilarious. His texts are just like gorgeous. And the texts like slowly take longer and longer to formulate. It's like, wow, he whipped out the semicolon and the M dash. Oh, I'm fucked now, boys. Shit. Never seen such fine writing. It's like a Hulk texting. The Oxford comma Hulk. That's great. And then, like, you know, it starts to get more progressively more complex, right? And then you'll notice that, like, he stopped writing in, like, you know, complete sentences, and now he's just speaking in nothing but haiku. Very grammatically correct haiku. Holy shit. You're fucking terrible. Just gotta whip out as much complexity as possible. He starts to like make up words while he's yelling at you, and you notice that like the words are anagrams of other words, and it's like, oh god. Oh god, stop. Layers upon layers. For some reason, I always mess up the word destroy, you know? I always write it de-story, which I think is kind of funny when you think about it. Because if you're like ruining something, you're technically ruining their story, right? If you destroyed them, you also de-storied them. It's like fucking shower thoughts. Oh lord. Yeah, yeah, see? It makes sense though. I destroyed them. I was like, r/trees. Yeah, I think it's time to end stream anyways. So thank you so much for coming out, Kay. Appreciate it. We should hang out. So like, let's see who we have for rating today. I believe Imposter's still running. We did promise him a raid. It's gonna be fun. So guys, let's see here. Again, thank you guys for coming out. I really appreciate the, you know, being able to kind of chill and do this type of stuff. If you guys are new here, again, my name is NovelistCrim. This is Writing Company Motivation. We host the stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You can catch us between the hours of 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, it's always fun doing this type of stuff. You can check out our Discord. It's a great way to get notified when we do this type of stuff by hitting exclamation point Discord and get it on the chat right there. And then you can also leave a follow. It's a great way to get like a little notification when we're up and running, and hopefully catch us live and we can hang out and do some more writing. I did get a little bit of work done today. It was more of a relaxation than hanging out, which you know, Fridays tend to be that way, which I'm okay with. Not too bad. Probably get most of the brunt of the work done tomorrow morning, and then like through the day. So we'll figure it out as we move along. Aside from that, guys, we're going to be rating Imposter. And yes, we're going to be posting these highlights on YouTube soon. So that'll be good. I'm still working on the second one, and then I'll have to work on this one too. But yeah, hopefully there's these moments where we can kind of enjoy a little bit of wisdom or any type of fun stuff, hopefully. I'm still deciding whether or not I want to add the like kind of fun banter that we do, because it's entertaining, it's fun. But yeah, I guess it saves me on the editing portion of the stream, which is not too bad, but at the same time, doesn't really, not conducive toward getting work done. So we'll see. Anywho, we're gonna be rating Imposter. Be sure to leave a bunch of big brains for him, give him some love, show him some support, and yeah, thank you guys so much. Let's go ahead and get that raid started. All right, Sparks, take it easy, and as always, stay passionate.